Hi guys, as promised, wanted to do a quick video with reference to our indicator package so you can see how to take trades from it. If we start with Euro USD on the 4-hour chart, any time frame can be used with these. Likewise, at the end of that period, whatever time frame you've got, it's set up to alert you. So that'll either be with a pop-up window or with a sound, just to bring your attention back to the screen, really. So if we start with Euro USD on the 4-hour, we've got the first criteria to look at on here is the RFX apex point indicator. So we are looking if the black line is either at 6 or 10 for overbought or extreme overbought, or oversold, extreme oversold for -6 and -10. Okay. So we had a great sell position here. So the apex point would have triggered, the alert would have triggered to say it was crossing this region anyway. We also had the super signal arrow indicated by here. And also on the future projection indicator at the bottom, we're showing downwards momentum. So an entry here would have been valid, and clearly, as you can see, that would have been a successful trade. The RFX STP indicator, which is the sell by sell line, lags behind usually. You can either wait for that, and that's almost like the third confluence or what have you. But to be fair, great entries can be made off the apex point, super signal arrow, and future direction. Okay. Prime example is here as well. So it showed a buy. However, we would have got in here, which is the extreme oversold region. The future projection would cross the black line and was going upwards. We've got the super signal arrow. So again, that would have been another trade upwards. 15-minute time frame. We've got another good one here. Super signal arrow, extreme overbought, downward future projection, and there we go. You'd have got one here. You got a little bounce, but clearly the sell momentum continued, which is here. We had an extreme oversold area, and literally you'd have got 15 odd pips before it still turned back against you. The better time frames we like to see are 1 hour. Oh, there you go. There's a pop-up. That's how it alerts you when the time frame finishes. So this is saying that on that time period we had the sell or the buy indicator, the super trend profit indicator. So yeah, 1 hour chart. We had one here as well. Look, overbought, super signal arrow, downward projection, and then pretty much straight away the blue turned to red, indicating a sell trend. USD JPY, similar again, you know, extreme oversold, extreme overbought, extreme overbought. You can see at these levels, that's where price stalls and reverses. We had one here, super signal arrow. We were extreme oversold between the -6 and -10, and we had a future projection crossing back over the black line. Entry was valid here, and you'd have got a good 60 odd pips, and then the buy alert came on as well. So literally, if you were to follow probably anything from 30 minutes upwards, and even if you just followed the super trend profit line, you know, you'd make money. But for the longer swing moves, look for the apex point first. Look for the future projection, super signal arrow. They're literally the three things you need. And if you wanted to wait for the confirmation of the sell or buy on the STP indicator, then wait for that as well. Just back to UJ again on the 4 hour. Those that are members of the Signal Group or remember our USD JPY trade from a week before last. I don't think it was last week. There's so many. We entered at 114.05. That was by technical analysis. But when I flick to this chart, it also confirms super signal arrow and extreme overbought with future protection down. And you know, this was a massive move. If you waited until the cross here, which indicates usually a change from the previous arrow, then that was at least, well, 150 pip move on the way down there. Pound JPY on the 4 hour. We've got the buy and the sell and the buy on the SDP indicator. Even if you just followed that, you'd have made a load of money. But ultimately, we'd have been looking for a buy around here, extreme oversold, future projection upwards. And when you've got a strong uptrend, you often get more confirmations along the way as well. Arrow indicator, overbought, downward momentum, would have indicated an entry at around 149.15, followed by the sell confirmation, and again, a substantial move down. These are really tools that you need in your toolbox, guys, for trading. Any questions, pop either me or one of the guys a message. Cheers.